Hello, people. Hello, people. How are you doing? How have you been? Hope you have been safe. Glad to be here again. I'm Rita Edward, proudly the wife of my husband. As if you follow me, drag up. Just a happy wife that takes pleasure in celebrating her husband. This is in the name of love. If you're new to this channel, please share, subscribe, drop a comment, like, and God bless you. Can you guys imagine? That's how my phone didn't want me to record. Woke up this morning and my phone crashed. Like my screen just go blank. Did it fall? No. Did it fall? I don't know. But maybe I slept on it. But I really can't tell what happened. But thank God, my husband came to the rescue. Honestly, it was almost going to ruin my day, but thank God. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Pastor Harry. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, guys, let me share something that happened with me today, or that happened in my house today, before we get into the gist of today. So, normally I would, from time to time, look through the things my kids have to see what they need, what they don't need anymore, and then take out to give to persons that need them and all of that. So this part today, one of them came to the kitchen to take a carrier bag, like a big carrier bag, and I was wondering, what do you need this stuff for? And she said, we want to take out clothes that we don't need anymore. I said, okay. Few moments later, like they say, they came in with a bag, and I was wondering, this bag, okay, let me see the things that you guys picked out. And I could see lot, like I didn't even go too deep to see things that they were still wearing, like, and really good stuff. And I was like, but you guys are wearing this and you're wearing that. And they say, mommy, it's not every time that is what we don't need anymore that we give out. We can give out what we're still using. Like, I'm like, say no more, just pack the bag and we're going to give it out. But it was such a beautiful moment for me, like, whether it's beautiful moment, proud moment, I don't know what to call it, but it was really a beautiful moment because these children, they watch what we do. The truth is, they watch more than they listen to what we do, and it was just fulfilling. I think that's the word. It was fulfilling for me. Normally this is something that I would do. As I grew older, I finally agreed with my husband that, okay, I should carry them along. I shouldn't just go through their stuff and pick out what I think they don't need anymore. That I should carry them along. But this was like I wasn't involved, and I think that was the peak for me. God bless you guys. Thank you, my babies, for making mama proud. All right, let's get into the conversation for today. And our topic for today is how to handle undefined relationships. Apparently, it looks like we have lots of undefined relationships around us, and it's important that we know how to deal so that we don't often get hurt or get heartbroken, or all of these plenty dramas that come with relationships that are not defined. I can't struggle to say this is my mom, because she would also say this is my daughter, and it's clear. Like, once it's clear. I can't struggle to say this is my niece, or this is my neighbor, or this is my pastor, or this is, because it's just clear. The definition of a relationships determine the activities that happen in the relationship. If someone is not your husband, you can't be having sex with them. If someone is not planning to get married to you, or you are not betrothed to someone, there are some secrets that you shouldn't share. Even if someone is not your child, there are some corrections that you can't give. Like, you have to understand that, okay, there are ways that I would correct my kids, that or correct, that I won't do with a friend's child or a neighbor's child, or you understand what I mean. So you need to know which relationship is which, and then you know how to deal. Okay, very important, because that's the reason why some overzealous aunties and mommies or daddies, probably see a child do something and you want to quickly scold and correct and all of that, and it will not take very long before someone reminds you that, excuse me, who are you, please, to this child? Like, what's your own? Yeah, I understand that it takes a village to raise a child, but there are still boundaries. Like, okay, let me not go ahead of myself. If you're calling someone your covenant sister, if you call someone your covenant sister, the person should be calling you their covenant sister as well. And there are things that comes with that kind of relationship, or let me say expectations that come with that kind of relationship. Actually, it has to be mutual. Sometimes some of us are in a relationship with ourselves. Like, I'm not just talking man woman relationship, I'm saying generally, because you can say, this person is my blood, this person is my, but we need to be sure, or you need to be sure, that the person calls you or sees you the way you see them. So it really, if it's not mutual, it's not a relationship. It needs to be mutual. It needs to be clear that, okay, this is my pastor, and the pastor too should say that this is my member. Not that I know the president or the president know you. So first things first is, don't assume. It's very, very important. Don't think that a particular relationship is more than what it is. I think most times sanguines fall into the trap of giving names quickly to things or to relationships before it is very clear, because sanguines are probably all jumpy, jumpy, jumpy. So you meet somebody today and you say, this is my this is my guy, this is my blood, this is my, because of one spark or one connection, or don't assume, because it's very important. If you assume, you definitely get burnt, because you might just be the only one thinking that there's a relationship here, and then this does not really this is not just about, let's say, man and woman relationship, where you think that you and a guy is dating or courting, and it's just clear that we're just being friends. You're just my friend, I was just comfortable talking to you, brother. So which is why things have to be clear. Yes, I know we're friends, so, but uncle, auntie, what's going on here? And same with other kind of relationship. This is my covenant brother, you're my covenant sister, you're my, is the person calling you that. Don't assume, because when you assume, then you begin to relate in a particular way, because you think that there's something here, and there's really nothing wrong with nothing being here. Do you understand? It's not because sometimes that's where most of these hurts come from, when you think that, this is this and this is that, meanwhile that is not this and this is not that. Like I said, there's really nothing wrong with a relationship just being surface. It's not everybody that you'll be deep with. There are some relationships that is just surface. There are some relationships that with time it will grow to become something really beautiful and amazing. So there is a place for all kinds of relationship, and there is nothing wrong with it. The only thing that you need to do is, don't assume, so that you don't get bonds, because you get what I'm trying to say. Second thing, quickly, do not give what you cannot let go. Remember, it's an undefined relationship. Do you understand? The relationship is not defined, so don't give what you cannot let go. Don't the person is not your husband, the person hasn't said some things. You have to also take it slow. You have to take it slow, which is why sometimes where when maybe a breakup happen, a lot of ladies or guys actually are really devastated, because they've given so much to the relationship, thinking that this relationship is leading to this, or this relationship is this, so you've given so much. But if you knew what the relationship was, you probably wouldn't have given as much as you've given into the relationship. And I'm not just talking money. It can be sex, it can be time, it can be resources, it can be emotions, and all of these things are not things that you just throw around like that. Don't invest, don't give what you cannot let go to a relationship that is not defined. Hello, how are you? You can let go of that. I'm just checking up on you, or whatever it is that you want to give in a relationship that is not defined. As far as you can let go of it, it's fine. This one, the next one, is very, very important. Don't expect too much. Why shouldn't I expect too much? Because the relationship is not defined. If the relationship is not defined, why are you expecting all of this from the relationship, and then when you don't get that energy or get what it is that you're expecting, then you're all shattered. Don't expect too much. Like I said, remember that the relationship is not defined. So it's your birthday and you expect that the person puts you up or buys you a gift or celebrates you in a particular way. Hello, who is the person to you and who are you to the person? Because you can know who the person is to you. Is it same energy? Do you understand? Don't expect too much. Expectations can just, I don't know how to put it. Don't expect too much. The relationship is not defined. Don't expect too much. Don't expect that there's a function happening in your family and the person would cancel everything that they're doing, and you know what I'm talking about. Don't expect too much. Okay. So lastly, this is where we'll call it a day for today. Create boundaries. Create boundaries. Create boundaries. Remember, it's an undefined relationship. You meet somebody today and the next thing the person is in your bedroom. You meet somebody today and the next thing the person does everything about your past, your present and your future. So you meet someone today and the person is asking for some kind of huge commitment. Do you understand? How? How? Create boundaries. Oh, really? You want me to do this and you want me to do that? Okay. Well, I may not be able to do that now. Let's see how it goes. Excuse me. Create boundaries. This one. Imagine that you live in an estate that does not have a gate, or no security, nothing. So it means that anybody can come in and go out. Like anybody can come into your life, do whatever it is that they want to do and go out. Just the fact that you get to an estate gate and they're asking you, who do you want to see? Of course, for you to be coming inside the estate, it means that you know someone in the estate, or you live in the estate, or you're coming to render a service in the estate, or but imagine that the place is just open. You come in, and that's why the market is the way the market is. Market. Like everybody comes into the market. You're coming to buy, you're coming to sell, you're coming to steal, you're coming to window shop, you're coming to cool off, or all kinds of things happen in the market because the market is open. There are no boundaries in quotes. So create boundaries for your life. Let it just makes you safe. It just makes, because someone would say, well, everybody can come in and go out, until you realize that you've been so burnt and you don't know how to live anymore, because you're just there, and then you see this boundaries thing is very important, because if you can create boundaries for how people relate with you, then you can create boundaries when it comes to people relating, when it comes to your spouse, like maybe when you get married, or if you are married, you can easily create boundaries. You can create boundaries with your children. Do you understand? Because if you don't understand this creating boundaries, a lot of things would have been destroyed before you realize that, oh, this was where it started from, and that was where it started from, and this is where we are, and this is so bad. Do you understand? Boundaries. So we put gates in our house or in our houses. Why? Is it to lock us in? No, it's to protect us, from intruders. And people will come into the house or come in to see us, but the right people, the wrong people will stay out. So boundaries is for your safety, is for your protection. If you don't have boundaries, everyone and anyone with anything can come into your space or come into your life, and a lot would have gone wrong before you even realize that, oh, it was because I didn't lock my gate, or it was because, so it's I think the boundaries things are in levels. For instance, if somebody is coming to see you, or coming to render a service to you, and maybe you don't know them from Adams or so, when they get to the gate, your estate gate, they'll call. You give them a pass. When they get to your gate, you probably come out of your house, meet them outside, excuse me, have a conversation, and then you come in. So can you see how it goes? So the boundaries thing is very, very important, very, very important. If not, anyone and everyone with anything can come into your space. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again. God bless you. Bye.